Hi there, everybody. It's Fred Thomas at Frame and Wheel, and I hope you are all doing fine. I am just doing a bike tour on a 1981 Lotus Super Pro Aero frame set. This remarkable frame set came in a little while ago. It's up on the Frame and Wheel eBay store, so you can learn more about it, see more images there. But I thought I'd just run through the history of the frame set, the specifications, and some of the upgrades that we got going on here. So let's see. I mean, Lotus, you may have heard of that brand. It was I guess, active in the 80s. They were all the frames were made in Japan, but the company Lotus was a U.S.-based company, and they did all the marketing. And they were beautiful bikes, and they covered the whole range of racing and touring, and they had a huge following. And then one day, somehow, they decided to design an Aero frame set. I mean, these guys were way ahead of their time since the early 80s. And because of Tange, that Japanese manufacturer that makes tubes, they actually made elliptical tubes that gave the frame an aerodynamic character and look. And they were the first. This Super Pro Aero came out in the 80s, and at the same time, Shimano introduced the Dura Ace AX group set, which was all Aero, and you might recognize the Delta brakes. Those were supposed to be Aero. In fact, that's where Campagnolo got the idea. Apparently, the pedals were Aero, and it was again ahead of its time. It was a little clunky. It wasn't, it had its problems, but it put Shimano on the map, apparently. So from then on, they were treated seriously. But that's a bit of a digression. You can learn everything you want to know about Lotus, by the way, if you search classic Lotus. I think that's the website. All sorts of information there. Now, this frame was purchased by a customer in California about 18 years ago. It was a Super Pro Aero, but it had a different finish, and he basically bought it. He had it refinished in this pink finish, which was the same finish that this guy Jim Black chose when he tried to ride across the country and break the record. I mean, his bike was set up with a pink finish. So this customer had the frame set repainted using the guy's cycle art in LA, and he made a couple of upgrades to it. He put a cable stop here and some lugs, some bosses, so that the frame set could accommodate any kind of group set that's out there. So originally, when the frame came out, you could only put Dura Ace AX. This frame set, you can put any kind of Shimano group set that you would like. So it's very rideable. That's the major difference. Like all these frames of this era, the spacing in the back there is about 126 millimeters. So you're not going to be able to run an 11-speed wheel on there. You're still going to be in the 7 or 6-speed area. But anyway, that's a bit of the history of this frame set. Let's take a look at some of the specifications. It is a 58 centimeter. That's 58 centimeters. You've got an effective top tube of about 58 centimeters there. And the head tube is about 16 centimeters. This frame set comes with a Shimano Dura Ace headset. I guess it's a 7400 series. It's my pointer. It's got a, the steer tube is about 18 inches. It's threaded. And the brake caliper is clearly, the traditional rim brake. And it weighs in at 7 pounds and 8 ounces, about 3.4 kg. That, I think, in the day was pretty light. So what I'm going to do now is just pick it up and show you some of these Aero tubes, so you can get a sense of what they look like. All right. So you really get the feel of it when you look at the frame head on. You can see how the down tube is elliptical. and even the front fork. And take a look from this angle. So there you have it. This is the Alpha Aero frame set. In excellent condition. The bike, the frame set was built up as a bike, and it never was ridden beyond the driveway, and I can tell just by looking at it. It's an English thread bottom bracket, so it's it's not it's going to be pretty easy to build it up, and it's right there on the Frame Wheel eBay store waiting for you if it speaks to you. So and that's also true. I mean, if you have stuff that you need to get sold and it's just sitting in the garage and not going anywhere, and you don't have the time to get it sold, that's what we do. We're standing by to help. You can just drop the stuff off. You can send it to us using the Velodrome service. Just reach out and we'll find a way, because that stuff is not doing you any good just sitting in the basement. There's a lot of value trapped in those things, and we'll get it sold for you. And you can take the net proceeds and buy more gear, or go out to dinner, or start putting in jacuzzis and who knows what else. So that's it for this bike tour. Take a look at the items that we got on the Frame and Wheel eBay store. We'll be doing more bike tours in the future. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.